They are not afraid of who you are right now. They are afraid of who you are becoming. And that is exactly why the attacks have been so relentless lately. Not because you are losing, because something inside you is finally waking up. The distractions are not random. The confusion is not coincidence. The tension you feel pressing in from every direction, that is not bad luck. That is a coordinated response to something the universe already declared over your life, and the ones moving against you can feel it in your energy before it even touches the physical world. They know what is ahead of you, and they will do whatever it takes to throw you off before you get there. But here is the truth. They cannot stop what is already written. And if that landed somewhere real in your spirit right now, hit the like button right now. Not for me, but as your own act of agreement that you are done being thrown off by what was never meant to stop you. 1. They plot when the universe prepares. Every time the universe aligns something powerful for you, the enemy panics. They do not move until the power moves. They do not strike until the energy shifts. The moment something in the atmosphere begins preparing for your elevation, that is exactly when the opposition starts organizing. They sense it before you do. You are still second-guessing yourself, still wondering if what you are feeling is real, and they are already scrambling, building distractions and traps to derail you before you rise. That is how much your power shakes them. They do not waste energy on people going nowhere. They only panic when a chosen one is about to step into alignment. And right now, the chosen one is you. If you are feeling the pressure, the confusion, the sudden weight of attacks from every direction, it is because something massive is being put together in your favor. They have already seen the setup, and because they cannot stop what is coming, they are trying to stop you from being ready for it. This is why warfare always intensifies before your biggest moments. This is why betrayal shows up out of nowhere. Why people you trusted start moving strange. Why things you thought were stable begin to shake. That is not chaos. That is strategy. They need you distracted right when the door is about to open. Look at history. Every major figure who carried something powerful had to face the plot before the platform. They did not wait until Jesus was preaching to try and stop him. They came for him the moment he was born. Malcolm X was not targeted when he was lost. The pressure came when he found clarity and purpose. The plot begins when your power becomes visible, and your power becomes visible the moment you begin walking in who you truly are. That is where you are right now. On the edge of a shift so big it makes your enemies restless. They feel it before you do. That is why it has been hard to focus lately. That is why confusion and isolation have been following every step. They are not attacking the version of you that is here now. They are attacking the version that is about to be revealed. And the closer you get to what is yours, the more it will feel like everything is falling apart. Because pressure is not a sign that something is wrong. Pressure means the blessing is no longer coming. It is arriving. They want you so focused on what is crumbling that you miss what is being built for you on the other side. You are not under attack because you are weak. You are under attack because you are carrying something the world needs. Your clarity, your purpose, your elevation. It is a threat to every system that thrives on fear and confusion. You becoming who you are meant to be is their downfall. And that is why they plot not to win, but to delay you long enough to miss what is already aligned. But they cannot win. All they can do is try to distract you from receiving it. So what is your response? Do you fold under the pressure, or do you recognize it as confirmation? This is your proving ground. This is your moment to choose clarity over chaos, alignment over anxiety, purpose over pity. The universe is preparing to reveal who you really are. And the enemy knows that once that happens, there is no pulling you back. So remember this, they only plot when the universe prepares. The pressure is not proof something is wrong, it is proof everything is about to go right. Let them panic, let them whisper, let them try. Just do not let them distract you. 2. They cannot touch what they do not understand. What you carry does not fit their blueprint. The power inside you does not come from titles, education, approval, or systems. It comes from a place they do not have access to. That is why you confuse them. That is why they copy you and still fail. That is why they try to provoke you, sabotage you, or drain you. Not because you are weak, because you are a walking disruption in a system designed to control everyone but you. Your energy moves differently. It speaks in frequencies, not words. It disrupts rooms before you even open your mouth. They can study your steps. They can mimic your style. They can try to replicate your confidence. But they will always come up short, because what you have is internal, not external. It is rooted in your alignment with truth, with purpose. It is not something you perform. It is something you are. And that level of authenticity cannot be faked, bought, or duplicated. That is why they obsess. That is why they talk about you when you are not in the room. That is why they try to lure you into confusion and conflict, because your clarity is their chaos. You staying focused is what keeps them up at night. You were built from pressure. You learned your strength through betrayal, through disappointment, through having to stand when no one else did. So no, they cannot touch you. Not because they will not try, but because you are protected by the very power they cannot comprehend. Your path is coded in a language only the universe understands. That is why they are baffled when you bounce back stronger after every attempt to break you. You are the blueprint they were never given access to. If this word is meeting you where you are, subscribe and stay close. We walk through words like this together, week after week. And there is more of this coming that you do not want to miss. And think of one person right now who is under fire, who is feeling the confusion and the pressure and wondering why. Share this with them today. Your decision to send this could be the exact word that shifts their entire perspective. 3. They weaponize distraction to delay your awakening. In a world screaming for your attention every second, silence has become rebellion. Stillness has become strategy. Because the moment you get still, you begin to hear the whisper of your calling again. You begin to feel the pull of your alignment. And that is what they fear most. So they flood your life with noise, not obvious threats, but disguised ones. Drama dressed as connection, negativity served with a smile, algorithms feeding you more of the same poison you are trying to heal from. And while you are locked into other people's lives, your own destiny sits waiting for your attention. Your attention is your most sacred currency. Where your focus goes, your power flows. And the moment you let it leak into nonsense, you have handed over the very thing they were hoping to steal. Not your energy, not your time, your momentum. It is people too. Toxic individuals sent to your life not to support you, but to provoke you. Their words are empty, their loyalty is temporary, and their presence always seems to coincide with moments when you are finally getting back on track. The arguments that do not matter, the person who resurfaces right when you get clarity, the random chaos that appears the moment you start building. You think that is random. It is precision. They are trying to provoke you into stepping out of alignment. Because if you are caught up reacting, you are not creating. If you are constantly cleaning up messes, you are not building anything new. Ask yourself, how much energy have you lost this year to meaningless battles? How many goals did you delay because you were emotionally tangled in cycles that served no purpose? That is the deception. They did not take your power. They just kept you busy long enough that you did not realize how powerful you already were. Your calling does not vanish, but it does wait patiently while your energy is tangled in distractions. Clarity creates motion. Confusion breeds stagnation. And if they can keep you confused, they win. But now that you see it, you can move differently. It is time to reclaim your focus like your life depends on it. Because it does. It is time to guard your attention like sacred ground. Because not every call deserves an answer. Not every voice deserves your ears. You were meant to shift atmospheres, build legacy, and wake others up just by living aligned. But that will not happen if you stay stuck in distractions designed to delay your awakening. Think of how masterful this tactic is. The world does not even have to come at you with obvious opposition anymore. All it has to do is keep you addicted to attention loops, emotional triggers, and surface-level validation. Keep you chasing reaction instead of revelation. Keep you reacting to noise instead of listening to what is already inside you. How many artists, innovators, visionaries were pulled off course by conflict they should have ignored? You think your blessing is only delayed by external force, but half the time it is your divided focus holding you back. Filter the noise. Guard your attention like sacred ground. Know that not every call deserves an answer. Not every text deserves a reply, and not every voice deserves your ears. Shut down the noise. Get still, refocus. Because the moment you take your focus back, everything that was waiting for you begins to move. Every word spoken here reaches someone who needed it exactly today. If this channel has become a place where you hear something real and you feel prompted to support that mission, the link is right below this video and pinned in the first comment. Your seed helps this reach the next chosen one still waiting to hear it. 4. Some people were sent to drain what they could never build. Not everyone in your life was sent to bless you. Some came on assignment, not divine, but deceptive. They do not come to uplift, they come to extract. And if you are not awake to it, you will confuse spiritual theft for emotional connection. You will call it love, but it is really feeding. You will call it loyalty, but it is really leeching. They come like gifts, they say the right things. They mirror your energy just enough to earn your trust. And the moment you let them in, the draining begins. Suddenly, your peace is unstable, your focus is foggy, your motivation is gone. But you cannot explain it because nothing dramatic happened. No blow-up, no betrayal. Just slow erosion, one emotional withdrawal after another. Until you are a shell of who you were before they entered your life. You ever wake up tired after a full night of sleep? You ever leave a conversation more confused than before it started? You ever give someone your time, your energy, your presence, and walk away feeling like you were the one who was emptied? That is spiritual theft in real time. That is your energy being harvested by someone who does not have their own. When you are chosen, your light has value, even to those who do not respect it. You carry a frequency that disrupts the stagnant and heals the broken. And broken people do not always want healing. Sometimes they want access. A taste of your peace, your confidence, your clarity. Not to become better, but to survive one more day off your essence. You were never meant to be someone's endless power source. And yet you have been conditioned to believe that being constantly available is a virtue. That always giving is what makes you good. But that lie is killing your alignment. Because you cannot pour forever from a cup that never gets filled. You are not called to be everyone's lifeline. You are called to walk in purpose, in clarity, in strength. And that requires energy. That requires you to be whole. If every relationship around you is draining you, you will never have enough left to rise into what is already aligned for you. That is the strategy. Surround the chosen one with constant emotional debt, so their destiny stays on pause. The truth is, you teach people how to treat your energy by how you manage it. If you keep showing up for everyone at any cost, they will keep expecting it. But that ends now, because awareness is the beginning of liberation. The moment you see the drain, you can cut the cord. And when you do, you will feel your spirit begin to recharge. You will feel your thoughts return. You will feel your peace anchor back into your body. That is not selfish. That is spiritual hygiene. Protect your energy like it is sacred, because it is the blessing on its way needs all of you. Not the drained version, not the distracted version, the aligned, whole, focused version of you. Before we go deeper, I want to say this once. If what you have been hearing today has shifted something in you, and you sense a prompting to invest in this mission, do not ignore it. There are people searching for hope right now who may be one message away from the encouragement they need. The support link is pinned in the comments. Whatever you give becomes seed for someone else's breakthrough. 5. You were born bright, so they try to blind you. Your light was built into you. It was not handed to you by people. It was placed there by something far greater. From the moment you came into this world, you were already disrupting spaces without trying. And that is exactly why they have been trying to dim you ever since. Because light does not just illuminate, it exposes. When you step into a room, the masks people wear start to feel uncomfortable. When you speak, the lies around you start to feel unstable. When you rise, the illusions others built their identity on begin to crack. You were not born just to have light. You were born to be light, and light does not always feel good to people who have lived in the dark for too long. So do not expect them to celebrate your growth. Do not expect them to clap for your healing. Expect resistance. Expect jealousy dressed as silence. Expect weird energy from people who once loved you, but now flinch every time you speak with confidence. That is not shade. That is exposure. Your light did that. Every false friend, every odd vibe, every shady shift in someone's behavior after you begin glowing. That is the result of light hitting shadows. You are not the problem. You are the mirror. And what they see when they look at you is everything they have avoided confronting in themselves. So what do? They throw shade, not because it will stop your shine, but because it might distract you long enough to question it. But here is what they never counted on. Your light does not come from ego. It comes from essence. It is not built on validation, so it cannot be torn down by rejection. You shine because you are aligned. You glow because you have survived what was sent to destroy you. Think about the ones history remembers. Maya Angelou, whose words exposed generations of pain and beauty. Frida Kahlo, whose raw truth made society confront what it wanted to ignore. They were not always applauded in their time. They were mocked, misunderstood, attacked. Why? Because light always meets resistance in a world addicted to shadows. But they kept shining. That is your blueprint. So if you are feeling the heat right now, if people are moving strange, if you are getting backlash just for being authentic, good. That means you are doing it right. Let them talk. Let them twist the narrative. Let them misread you. Your light is not here to be understood. It is here to be undeniable. You were not sent here to be dimmed. You were built to blaze. You were built to disturb darkness until it either transforms or flees. So do not flinch. Do not fold. Do not apologize. Keep shining so hard they have no choice but to confront themselves or leave. And if they leave, let them. Because where you are headed, only those who can handle the heat of your radiance will walk beside you. 6. You are not alone. You are set apart. There is a big difference. And if you are still confusing the two, that is exactly why the lesson keeps repeating. You are not in isolation because the universe forgot about you. You are in isolation because the elevation being prepared for you is too high for the average to survive. Eagles do not fly in flocks. They soar alone. Not because they are abandoned, but because most wings cannot handle the altitude. So stop calling your divine separation loneliness. Stop sulking like you have been rejected when really you have been reserved. Stop wondering why they all left, walked away, misunderstood you, betrayed you. It was not random. It was surgical. It was designed to strip away what could never go where you are headed. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. The universe is filtering out every distraction, every fake connection, every relationship that would have become dead weight at the next level. Yes, it feels brutal. Yes, it feels unfair. But what you feel as loss is really refinement. Diamonds are not formed in noise. Warriors are not trained in crowds. You are being prepared in private because your power is meant to be unleashed in public. Look at every chosen figure in history. They did not rise through applause. They rose through silence, through exile, through separation. Mandela was not molded in meetings. He was shaped in a cell. Jobs was forced out of his own company before he came back and changed the world. Solitude did not break them. It birthed them, and you are next. But you are wasting the season because instead of leaning into it, you are fighting it. Instead of listening, you are complaining. Instead of sharpening, you are scrolling. Every time you say, "I am tired of being alone," you are rejecting the very environment designed to unlock the version of you the world needs. The universe is not ignoring you. It is watching to see what you do with the silence. Will you finally do the inner work? Will you develop the spiritual stamina to walk into a room and hold your frequency regardless of who is watching? Because the next level is not for the emotionally needy. It is for the spiritually ready. This season is sacred. It is uncomfortable, but it is necessary. Do not walk back into connections designed to fail. Do not dim your light just to be seen by people who are never meant to witness your glow. You have come too far. You have lost too many pieces of yourself to go backward. This is the season to master your solitude, to use the silence as strategy. Let it strip you, shape you, strengthen you. Teach you how to walk with power even when no one is clapping. Because when the time comes for you to rise, you will not be questioned. You will be undeniable. And when people ask where you came from, you will know, not from the crowd, from the silence. Because you are not alone, you are being set apart. There is a version of you that the world is waiting for, a version that cannot be rushed, cannot be manufactured, and cannot emerge from a life lived in noise and reaction. That version is being formed right now, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the seasons that felt like nothing was happening, but everything was shifting underneath the surface. Do not waste this. Do not scroll your way through the most important preparation of your life. The universe does not give second chances at this season. When it comes, you either lean in or you repeat it, and you have already repeated it long enough. This is the moment you choose to use the silence, to listen, to build, to become. Because the version of you that comes out of this is the one they were always afraid of. The one they felt in your energy before you ever knew it was there. That version is almost ready. Do not let distraction steal the final steps. Before we go into our final chapters, I want to say this once. If what you have been hearing today has shifted something real in you, and you sense a prompting to invest in this mission, do not ignore it. The link is in the description and pinned in the comments below. Whatever you give becomes seed for someone else's breakthrough. 7. They fear what was declared over you before you understood it yourself. They did not wait until you were successful to move against you. They moved early. Before you even knew what was inside you, they knew. Your energy, even undeveloped, screamed threat. From childhood, you felt it. The cold stares, the strange jealousy, the people who were supposed to protect you turning their backs. That was not coincidence. That was recognition. They may not have had language for it, but they felt something hovering around you that disturbed their spirit. You had not even tapped into your power yet, but its potential was already shaking things. The universe declares things long before they are visible. Your path was already written. Your destiny was already activated. While you were stumbling through self-doubt, others were watching you with envy, suspicion, even fear. Because they sensed what you did not yet know. You were never ordinary. You were marked. So what did they do? They tried to clip your wings before you ever learned to fly. They sent betrayal before you had boundaries. They planted seeds of self-doubt before you could build self-worth. And you spent years asking why. Why the pain? Why the isolation? Why the repeated losses? Here is your answer. Because they feared what you would become if you ever healed. If you ever woke up, if you ever connected with the truth that had always been inside you, you were not attacked because you were weak. You were attacked because you are dangerous to everything built on fear, control, and illusion. But here is what they never expected. You survived. You absorbed the hits, endured the betrayal, and kept going. And now you are awakening. And that is their nightmare. Because once a chosen one realizes they were never cursed, they were just feared. Everything changes. You stop explaining. You stop shrinking. You stop apologizing for the gravity in your soul. You step fully into what the universe already declared. And that is when they truly lose 8. They build traps, hoping you will doubt yourself into walking away. If they cannot take your blessing, they will make you walk away from it yourself. They do not always come swinging. Sometimes they come whispering, planting quiet lies that grow louder over time. I am not ready. Maybe I am wrong. What if I fail? That is the strategy. Get you to question yourself so deeply that you forfeit what is already yours, not because you were not chosen, but because they convinced you you were not enough to carry what you were born for. This is the warfare no one talks about. It is not fought with fists. It is fought with thoughts. That voice telling you that you are not ready, that is not your intuition. That is interference. That hesitation that shows up right before the breakthrough, planted, strategic, timed. They have studied you. They know exactly when to strike. And it is always right before your next level. But here is the truth. The moment you silence that doubt, the moment you stop playing small for their comfort, they lose completely. Because confidence is your access code. Faith in yourself is the one thing they cannot counterfeit. And when you believe who you truly are, no trap, no lie, no illusion can hold you. You were never the problem. The doubt was, and now that you see it, you can destroy it. Stand firm, the blessing is still yours. Just do not hand it over by hesitating. And now you see it clearly, the distractions, the betrayals, the doubt, the energy drains, the early attacks, the plots that started before you even understood your own power. It was never random. It was war. A war they started because they could see something in you that you were still learning to believe in yourself. And even in the middle of all of it, you are still here. You did not quit when the betrayal came. You did not fold when the isolation set in. You did not disappear when the doubt got loud. You kept moving. You kept showing up. You kept choosing to believe that there was something on the other side of this pressure worth fighting for. That is not weakness. That is the mark of someone the universe invested in. The chosen do not make it through because the road is easy. They make it through because they were built for the difficulty. And everything that tried to break you was unknowingly shaping you into someone who cannot be broken by what is ahead. So stand in that, not with arrogance, but with the quiet, unshakable knowing that what you carry is real. What was declared over you is permanent, and what is coming for. You cannot be stopped by anything they try. A calculated attempt to block what the universe already declared over your life, but they failed because you are still standing, still aware, still chosen. Type "I am becoming" in the comments below. This is not just words. This is a prophetic declaration that activates the transformation process. Heaven responds to agreement. Type it now. And if your spirit is already stirring, if something in your chest is tightening with recognition, subscribe now. Because we are going deeper into what has been declared over chosen ones in this hour, and you do not want to miss what comes next. And before you go, think of one person in your life who is under fire right now. Someone who needs to hear that what is pressing in around them is not the end. It is the beginning. Name them in the comments and speak that word over them. Your obedience to send this could be the turning point in their story, because the blessing is still coming and they cannot stop what is already yours.